up, Sauce Gang, and welcome back to the channel. Hot Sauce Beats here with a banger and a hilarious reaction because one of our favorite animators, Haminations, is back with a brand new video called My Criminal Dogs. I remember Beau. I don't remember the name of the other dog he has, but go, you know, we love all Haminations, aka Bryson, on this channel, so you know this is gonna be hilarious. But before we check this out, can you show Bryson some love by subscribing to his channel and chat? We're trying to get to that 250,000 subs, so if you haven't yet, please smash that subscribe button, join the Sauce Gang family. But enough talking, let's get to reacting and roll that bomb ass intro.
Hot Sauce Beats is finally here. Hot Sauce Beats is finally here. Eat, sleep, make beats. Eat, sleep, make beats.
Hot Sauce Beats. Woo, woo. Oh, what you got, Hammy? What you got,
Continuing
Hammy?
on with the case of Bryson v. Bryson on whether or not to adopt a dog, we will now hear from the plaintiff. The floor is yours. Your Honor, the defendants claim that adopting a dog will improve our mental state and make us happier.
Have
is
as many dogs
sheer
as you can get.
lunacy. Dogs are messy, unruly animals. If allowed into our lives, this animal will shed everywhere, raid the trash cans, poop and pee in the house, and bark constantly.
It's gonna happen, but it'll make you happy.
And the dog in question is a pit bull. Do I need to bring up the statistics? This case speaks for
Bad
itself.
owners.
Protect our resources, Your Honor. Do not be tricked into supporting an unemployed, freeloading dog. Thank you, Mr. Bryson.
You know he's
Mr.
getting it.
Bryson, your defense. The plaintiff's claim is entirely conjecture. As opposed to them, I have concrete evidence that my client is a good boy worth adopting. Presenting
he's a good little
evidence
boy.
A. Objection, Your Honor. Overruled.
Oh, my baby boy, I love you so much, you are my pride and joy. When I look at your face, I see your silver smile. For you I would go the extra mile.
Judging in favor of the defendant.
Boom! Time to get a new dog, baby.
Hi, I'm Bryson, and today I want to tell you more stories about this creature. And later, we'll be talking about his partners in crime, my siblings' dogs. This is Beau, my 5-year-old
We
rescue
love Beau.
pit bull. But he's the good kind of pit bull. He's never eaten a toddler. At least, not to my knowledge.
Dun, dun,
He has
dun.
Bluetooth connected to my soul, and I will love him forever. Even though he's the best dog of all time, that doesn't mean he hasn't been involved in various shenanigans, hijinks, escapades,
All
and
dogs
crimes.
do. Come on
Let's
now.
take a look
They
at
all
his
do.
criminal record, shall we? To start off, let me tell you about the only fight Beau has ever been in. So, there we were at the dog
What'd you say,
park.
Sharky?
Beau was having a grand old time frolicking with the other dogs. Then, in walks a Great Pyrenees. For anyone that doesn't know, a Great Pyrenees is basically the closest you can get to legally owning a polar bear. He was a big boy, and his name was Wallace. Now, Beau is usually good with other dogs, but sometimes when there's a dog that's bigger than him, he feels threatened and wants to establish dominance. Beau saw Wallace and immediately decided to F around, and believe me when I tell you, he found out. Beau ran over and jumped up to put his paws on top of Wallace. Wallace didn't like that. They started angrily barking and fighting, and the other owner and I quickly separated them. But Wallace wanted to set the record straight. He walked over to Beau and placed his paw on his shoulder as if to say,
You feeling sad?
Beau didn't like that. Beau growled and then jumped up to attack, but Wallace simply plowed into Beau and threw him flat on his
Just
back.
knocked him down like a little baby. Little baby.
No dog was hurt, but needless to say, Beau got humbled that day and hasn't tried anything like that since.
He found
To
out.
be honest, he probably needed to be knocked down a peg or two. It builds character. But, you know, lots of dogs bark at each other.
Every
Let's
L, you
crank
can get
it
a
up from
W.
misdemeanor to a felony. He steals garbage from my trash cans and then stores it outside. It's like a dragon with its hoard of gold, except it's a dog with trash. Literally, as I was writing this script, I heard him start mucking around in the bathroom trash can. I get bloody noses in the winter, and my used bloody tissues are some of his favorite things to steal for some reason.
Oh, that's
I guess he has a taste for
McNasty,
human blood
dude.
now. It's probably fine. And of course, he licks everything. His paws, his butt, my face, in that order.
I was
And he
about to
also
say
licks
that.
my arms and legs all the time. I'm starting to agree with the
In
theory
that
that
order.
dogs lick us because they know there are bones underneath.
Oh, I thought there was a fly on the wall, dude.
Get to your center, father.
But those are still pretty standard dog shenanigans. Let
Sorry, I
me
got
tell
a
you
cat.
about his most diabolical crime.
We got a new
His
kitten, and this
magnum
dude is just
opus.
messing
At my old place,
with
I
all of
noticed
my
that Beau had
wires.
started to lick the corner of my couch every so often. It was kind of annoying, but he had conditioned me to just be used to him licking everything at that point. A few weeks went by, and he kept licking the couch regularly. Finally, I decided to check it out. Expecting a toy or ball or something, I reached in and pulled out a stick of butter. He had stashed it in my couch for weeks. As I thought about it, I felt more and more betrayed. This wasn't just normal mindless stealing. This was calculated, it was intelligent, and it was planned. He not only stole from me, but he had the foresight to stash it, hide it in plain sight so he could savor the flavor for longer. So I'd be there on the couch petting him and loving him, unaware of him enjoying his
just be
stolen
enjoying the
goods.
butter.
And then, several times after that, I'd come home to an empty butter wrapper on my floor. And get this, as I was moving away,
Get
he took apart my
this.
bed and found another stick of butter
Wow,
stashed
bro.
behind it. I then moved into my new house and got security cameras,
Found
and
new
look
butter.
what my camera caught! I came home and my butter tray was licked clean! The lesson you should all learn from this is that if you're within a 500-mile radius of Beau and you think you still
Protect
have butter
your
left in your
butter.
house, check again. I
Protect
seriously
your
think
butter.
His butter addiction is why he has such a shiny, lustrous coat. Do his crimes stop there? No! As I was settling into my new house, I finally decided to upgrade to a big, fancy bed. In my old bed, Beau always slept with me, and he had some separation anxiety, so I decided to let him join me on my new bed. The first few nights went off without a hitch. Then one night, I step out of the shower and he peed on my bed! I immediately started screaming at him and kicked him out of the room. I stripped the bed and
Oh, heck
fortunately...
no. Our new kitten peed in my bed twice. So now I shut my bedroom door. He's not allowed in there. Bad cat. Bad kitty. Yeah, you hear me, cat, wherever you're at. That rhymed. Bad kitty.
My mom had encouraged me to get a waterproof sheet for my bed. I thanked my lucky stars because it was almost game over. There's no power on earth that can unpiss a mattress. It was a close call, but my mattress was safe. I marched over to Beau, shoved the pea-stained sheets in his face, and screamed, "What is this? Why did you do this? Bad dog!" Beau looked at me like he had never looked at me before, terrified and trembling. My anger melted away, and I started crying and apologizing.
It's okay, Beau,
Fortunately,
I'm sorry.
Beau never peed on
I'm
my
sorry,
bed again,
Beau.
because he's been banished from my room for all time.
That's what I had to do with the cat.
Seriously, this dog had it made. Sleeping in a king-sized bed, and somehow he fumbled it. That's on you, Beau.
Bryson, listen to me, please. Please listen. Don't turn me into a marketable plushie.
Plushie? Somebody say plushie?
That's right. We got a new Beau plush. Isn't he the cutest thing ever? Disclaimer, Haminations is not responsible for any damages caused by the plush, such as trash hoards, piss on bedsheets, or stolen butter. Beau, do you like it? Uh-oh.
Stolen
Use
butter.
the link in the description to pre-order it now. Okay,
Wet
back to the
bed
video.
sheets and
On
stolen
paper,
butter,
all
chat,
the
it's
bad
happening.
stuff about dogs makes it sound like torture, but the feeling you get when they snuggle with you on the couch and give you kisses just emotionally makes it all worth it. Taking care of an unemployed freeloader who actively makes messes and ruins stuff is actually super rewarding. Who would have ever known that? Plus, he's not a human child, so he doesn't get offended when I call him stupid and stinky, so he won't need therapy later in life. But he might need physical therapy because he hurt his leg. We were at a park
Aw,
and I
poor
told
guy.
him to go down the slide.
Poor Beau.
He went down and I thought it was awesome. Then I told him to do it again so I could get it on video and... Up there. Up. Come down the slide. Come on. Yeah, no! And he hurt his leg. Just kidding, that was a lie. He was perfectly fine after that, not even a scratch. You wanna know how he really hurt his leg? We were visiting my mom and he was walking on the
sad.
hardwood at a normal speed and then he slipped and fell over and started yelping. It was a freak accident.
sorry.
I had no idea how the slide did 0 damage and a little slip did 100 damage. Seeing my special boy have to limp around makes me so sad. Now he needs surgery to fix his leg, so I'll let you know how that goes.
$5,000 later.
In my power to help him recover.
Vets are expensive,
it is funny that despite his injury, he still steals my trash and my butter. Nothing can stop him.
Exotic butters.
But I haven't introduced you to Beau's packmates yet. Let's start with his roommate, Braden and Kira's dog, Winston. To help you get to know Winston better, I've made a list of his pros and cons. The pros.
That's what we need.
I like when he sits in my lap, and I like the way he smells. Literally everything else about him is a con.
Is a con. He hates him.
Let's get into it.
Worst
His
dog
life
ever.
Is literally perfect, but despite this, he grumbles and groans and complains all the time. He has everything he could possibly need and more, and yet he's always like... Winston and Beau have a love-hate sibling-esque relationship. Winston clearly doesn't understand how easily Beau could destroy him because he mouths off to Beau and attacks him all the time. I mean, look. Oh. Buddy, you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself because I promise you.
Bryson says so many sayings that I say all the time, dude. I love it.
Plane of existence. Of course, I love Winston, but he could definitely benefit from an attitude check. Also, wiener dogs in general are just funny looking. Dogs were never.
And they all got that like little dog syndrome where they think they're big, but they're really not.
With selective breeding, we can turn this noble creature into a cartoon character. Beau was very easily potty trained. I looked at him and said, "You go pee-pee and poo-poo outside." And he said,
"Says the dog that peed on your bed."
But Winston's brain is so small that potty training just doesn't work on him. He regularly poops and pees on my carpets and refuses to go outside in the dark. On multiple occasions, he has pooped right next to the dog door inside the house.
Oh, that's messed up.
He's just openly mocking me at this point. But the worst was when I moved into my new house. Everything was brand new. I was so happy. Then we discovered that Winston had peed in one of the only carpeted rooms in the house.
Oh, that's
almost
jacked up,
everything
dude.
else was hardwood, and he purposefully peed on the carpet. My mind flooded with rage.
Bye-bye, doggy.
Destroy the child.
Oh, that sounds a little dark for you. Now, go ahead.
It'll be easy, like breaking a toothpick.
Show me.
Bum, 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 bum.
I knew you couldn't do it, even when you have nothing to lose. You're weak. And I've outgrown you.
Is that, The Incredibles, right? Isn't that Incredibles?
He also steals Beau's food all the time.
I think it
Winston
is.
has literally stolen treats out of his mouth before. Hey, you know you could destroy him easily, right? I'm just making sure
Break
you know.
him in half.
Do with that information what you will.
I will consider these things.
But one time, the vet prescribed Beau some painkillers and mild sedatives since he hurt his leg. I put it in his food, and apparently, Winston stole it, and we found him sitting in the middle of the stairs high as a kite.
All jacked up,
it's
dude.
like he started
All
going
jacked
up
up,
the stairs
bro.
and forgot where he was and just stayed there.
How did we get out here in the middle of the ocean?
He is now on a diet because he was getting fat from all the theft. Even though Beau and Winston have their sibling arguments, it's still funny to see their pack mentality. Once, we were at a big dog park and Beau was playing with a Great Dane. Beau barked and Winston heard and thought Beau was in trouble, so he ran to help.
Aw, little sibling animal.
Like, buddy, what are
Mrs.
you gonna
Doubtfire.
do against a Great Dane? Nibble his ankles? Luckily, Beau also has Winston's back. At
Some
that
people got
same
sensitive
park,
ankles,
Winston
bro. That
growled
could
and
hurt.
barked at
That
another
could
big
hurt.
dog, and Beau got between them and was like,
What is going on here?
"Dude, he literally barked at me for no reason."
Oh, yeah, he does that. As you were.
I like Winston, but Beau is just objectively better in every way. Watch.
Welcome. What's your name?
You're a singer? Okay. Good luck. Thank you so much for auditioning on the show and for singing such a beautiful song. And even though you haven't competed, you've already won.
Good evening. What is your name?
Do you sing for a living? All right. Sing for us.
I don't think it's gonna go well, chat.
introduce you to Brody and Jen's dog, Molly. I think the quickest way for you to get to know her is to see what happens when you ask her to wait or show any kind of restraint at all. Here's a video of Brody asking Molly to patiently wait before being let outside to go potty.
Back up. Back up.
It's like, oh heck no.
Back
Oh heck no.
As you can see, she has a hard time controlling herself. She chirps like a bird and gets so excited when she sees us because her main goal in life is to lick the inside of everyone's mouth. And I'm hesitant to let her because she has literally eaten and rolled in poop before. One time, Brody was visiting and Molly wanted to spaz out and lick everyone's mouth like usual, but Brody wouldn't let her. She started freaking out and screaming. So Brody picked her up and she started shaking and thrashing, and then pooped into the air while he was holding her.
What?
Sorry, all
That's
her stories
possible?
so far involve poop. That's just who she is, I guess. She's quite the goofball. When you dodge too many of her kisses, she gets mad and will bite your nose. She's so fast that it's hard to hold her away from your face and keep her from kissing you. It's almost like she can no-clip past your defenses in order to lick your face. Also, her ears are so big and pointy, I feel like she can hear my thoughts. Brody sometimes calls her his little fruit bat because of those big ears. And her eyes look like someone started applying eyeliner and then gave up halfway through. And of course, no dog story is complete without the rite of passage of the dog almost dying. One time, Brody and Jen were cleaning out a relative's storage unit when they heard Molly chewing on something.
It's a brick of rat poison!
Oh my God! They rushed her to the vet, and the vet gave her eye drops to make her vomit the poison because apparently that's a thing. I don't know anything about how any of that works, but they saved her, and she's okay.
A brick of rat poison.
Molly, I really thought this went without saying, but please don't eat poop or rat poison. And then there's my childhood dog, Dixie. She's really old and deaf and can't see well and can't control her bladder anymore, and she's basically skin and bones, but she still seems to be enjoying life and is always happy to see me. She also recently has decided to never eat dog food again, so she is fed hot dogs and chicken nuggets and leftover meat. She's living like a princess.
Literally,
She's had
the
a lot
life.
of adventures and has been a fantastic family dog. I don't know if she'll still be alive by the time I post this video, but here's hoping. They are a silly bunch of dogs, and they're always getting up to mischief. But I'm so glad we have them. They're all very cute, but of course, Beau holds a special place in my heart.
We love
I
Beau.
seriously love Beau like a son, and I would do anything to protect him. To sum up my case, Your Honor, the evidence clearly shows that these dogs have caused more harm than good since they've been around. For the common good, your original ruling must be overturned. Objection, Your Honor. These dogs are radical and dope, and the plaintiff is ugly and stupid. Also, take a look at this. Aww. Judging in favor of the defendant.
Oh, that's too cute, dude. Oh, you're tugging on our heartstrings, Bryson. What song is this? Is
Hi, I hope you enjoyed the stories about the little goobers in my life. Which dog is your favorite? There's only one correct answer, by the way. Don't forget to check out the Beau plush in the merch store. Use the link in the description to check them out.
Plushie.
Thanks to my fabulous team for their amazing work on this video. Thanks to Circle Tunes for voicing Beau. And thanks to our patrons over on our new Patreon. And thanks especially to you for watching. Watching these videos helps me continue to do my dream job, and I'll never be able to properly express my gratitude for that. By the way, while you were watching, Beau snuck into your house and stole all your butter.
Butters! All right, let me bring you in, chat. Dude, this was such a good video. We all love pets. We love animals. Just like Jane Animations has made so many videos about her pet bird, Ari. And we love this. Like, Beau is literally part of his channel. The other animals are awesome too, but we love Beau here. Let me know what you guys think. But can you show Bryson, aka Haminations, some love by subscribing to his channel? By the way, my kitten that you guys met today, our cat's name, drum roll, Anchovy, or Chovy for short. Let me know what you guys think. Put Anchovy in the comments, and I'll personally thank you for making it this far. Show Bryson some love by subscribing to his channel. Chat, we're trying to get to 250,000 subs, so if you haven't yet, please smash that subscribe button and join the Sauce Gang family. Enjoy the rest of your day, and remember, it's eat, sleep, and make beats, and as usual, kind of enough. That's all I got. Boom, I'm out. Couple love, Sauce Gang, peace out, chat.